Hey everybody, you know who it is. Uh, the six that watch his channel. Um, you guys probably don't understand what aggravates me, angers me. The government, they don't anger me. I know where they're coming from. I know what they are. But the only reason they get away with what they do is because the morons that are Americans. And I'm going to call you all damn morons because you know what? In America, all you need is 51%, and you can claim all Americans are that way as long as you've got 51%. Well, I'm pretty damn sure me calling Americans morons, I'm covering at least 52% of the population. And you all prove it every day. There isn't even a question in my mind. People are still wearing masks in their car with the windows up, driving down the road. People are still calling in to Uber Eats. Not the businesses. The businesses was doing this. They were calling in on me a year and a half ago when they first started all these mask mandates. And I never wore a mask. And I would go in the businesses and pick up the food without masks. They would call in on me. It's not them doing it anymore. Nope. For about the last 6 months, it's the customers. The customers. Now, people, I stopped picking people up because they wanted me to wear a mask in my car while somebody else was in my car. I told them I wouldn't do it. I picked up people anyway. I told people, if you got a problem with it, wear your mask. Wear 2 or 3 masks if you have to. But I will not wear a mask. If nothing else, get out and call for another driver. Well, most of them rode, but a lot of them called in on me. I told Uber and Lyft both, I wouldn't wear a mask for you anymore, and I'd wear a mask for the governor or the president or the Pope or any other man on this earth. There was a cop at the beginning of this year. He was a follower of my main channel I used to have. And I don't know, he'd been on the force for 18 years. He must just not been involved in anything in the last 10 anyway or something. I don't. But he just couldn't stand me walking into a store without a mask on. He was going to force his authority on me. That didn't work either. So he trumped up charges on me. Claimed he was pulling me over for a traffic stop because he knew I didn't have a driver's license, which I had a driver's license. But I was in a parking lot of a grocery store. He was working as a security guard. And I went in the store. I got my stuff. I paid for it. I was walking out. I got in my car and I was leaving when he decided to pull a traffic stop on me, and he wasn't even in a car. He was working as security for a grocery store. Now, he didn't like that I drove around him because he had already harassed me, and I filed charges on him about 4 days before that. He didn't like that, so he called it in and said I was fleeing an officer. Fleeing. Like he had any right to even stop me. Well, the arresting officers that came to my house as I was pulling in, one was sitting down the road. They knew who I was. Of course, they watched my channel. I was one of the morning, evening, there was 3 shifts, and I was one of they have a meeting before every shift. I was one of those discussions in every meeting because of my channel. And I'd been fighting with the damn Boardman Township cops since I moved into this town. Them violating my rights. The Boardman Township people, what do they call them? Boardman Township, I don't know. They're like a housing association for the entire city of Boardman Township. So wherever you live, it doesn't matter. They come take pictures of your yard and everything. If your grass too tall, they're going to make you cut it or file charges against you. That's what Boardman Township does. That's the corruption. They're like the only township in the state of Ohio that does it. But they do it anyway. Well, I started videotaping their cops and everybody and all their wrongdoings. Well, they didn't like that shit. So they found a dumbass officer that had 18 years on the force that was willing to put it all on the line, file trumped up charges, and they all did. He did it. Then we found out the courthouse had a corrupted judge in it. That, hell, he was committing obstruction of justice right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. I had him on video. I got him on recording, folks. Recording. He's acting as my attorney. Making decisions for me. Deciding what I'm pleading. When I got questions to what jurisdiction and what the proceedings are, what the hell's going on? I went through all this shit, man. Then they got old Demon, the demon that works as the prosecutor in this courtroom in Boardman Township. Oh, he's I call him, 40 chins. He's a demon. This man didn't care about my heart condition that I've had 3 heart surgeries over and they could not fix. And the fact that if I don't get enough oxygen in my lungs to keep my heart, it will go into heart attack. I only had 30 to 40% lung capacity, and the judge, the prosecutor, everybody in the damn courtroom knew it. And the prosecutor pushed 3 times to get the judge to try to force a mask on my face. I didn't fucking put one on in that fucking corrupted ass courtroom. And I most certainly ain't gonna put one on now. Now all their false charges went through. I've had a driver's license for many, many years. It has never been suspended. This township claimed I was driving without a driver's license because my driver's license was actually an Indiana driver's license. And they know I've been around this area enough that I should already have an Ohio driver's license. But the fact of all the information in court They couldn't even prove I was a resident because I didn't have any bills at the house that I slept at. No bills. No electric bill, cable bill, none of it is in my name at all. I couldn't prove to the state of Ohio that I was a resident in their state because none of these bills came in my name. So, you know how I ended up getting my driver's license put in my name? Or in Ohio? The court trumped up the charges, said I didn't have a driver's license whatsoever when I was driving, and the cop didn't even pull me over. He was working as security at a grocery store, and he didn't like me when he saw me walk out. He claimed he was doing a traffic stop. I left the scene. He claimed I ran from an officer. They claimed I was driving without a driver's license because it wasn't an Ohio driver's license, and they claim I fled from an officer. All of these charges stood in court. It didn't even matter that I had one of their own police officers, Nick Newland of Boardman Township, drives car 18, stood in that courtroom and told them that man had a driver's license when I arrested him that night and brought him into the court or into the police station, booked him. I was looking at his driver's license. He had a driver's license. I was done questioning the officer. He said everything just like I just told you. They did not care. They still charged me for driving without a license and fleeing from an officer. Now, in this time that this officer said I was fleeing from him, he said I had turned my car towards him and tried to run him down. That's in the police report. Even in the police report claim they had a woman that saw me do that very thing. I showed them a video, and I still got it, that when I drove around the officer, I turned my car completely. He's standing on the left side of my car. I turned my car completely to the right. You see me cranking the steering wheel to the right as I eased around him and drove out of the place. They claim I tried to run him over. I was found guilty of all of it because I refused to make deals with the devil's herd, and there isn't a lawyer I've found so far that isn't a part of the devil's herd, and I will not allow the devil's herd to represent me. I defended myself. I used the laws that are in place already. I used my videos, and it did not matter. Justice does not matter in Boardman Township, Ohio. They filed me as I was guilty of everything. They charged me with $52 in fines, 12 months of probation for both charges, and let me go. The fines was paid off within a week or 2 weeks. I don't even have to go see the probation officer anymore because the fines were already paid. The problems in this town now, folks, aren't the government. Hell, they're taking the government apart around here with this vaccination crap. The problem is your Karens, your snowflakes, your public school educated, brainwashed morons. That's the problem. And they'll call the government on their own family members. Make no mistake of that. These clowns are so fucking brainwashed. They will fucking turn in their own kids or their own mom and dads. These are the people I yell at. You guys are the fucking morons. I was turned in. And all I do, people, all they've left me to do, they took my CDL. I can't drive a semi. I can't do none of these jobs with a mask. I have to be on my face. All I do is I walk into a building. I don't even have to talk to the people. They put the shit out on a shelf. I look at the names on the fucking meals that are on the shelf. Uber Eats, oh, that's my section. Oh, there's the one I'm looking for. I grab it. I put it in my car. I drive to these pussies' houses. The notes are, just leave it at the door. Don't matter if it's raining, snowing. It don't matter what the weather's doing outside. The shit's in paper sacks most of the time. Leave it at the door. So I leave it at the door. I take a picture of me leaving it at the door. I leave. These Karens, these Americans, that's what they are. They're full-blooded American pussies, are still calling into Uber Eats. He wasn't wearing a mask when he dropped that food off. I don't know if I can even eat it. These dumbasses. I was picking the food up, and the fucking people in the damn store making the fucking food wasn't wearing the mask properly, but you wasn't worried about that, was you? You fucking brain-dead morons. I don't have to put up with your ignorance. I told Uber Eats again tonight, I haven't wore a mask for you stupid motherfuckers in the year and a half or 2 years now that you've been claiming I should wear one. I'm not going to wear one. It isn't going to fucking happen. So kiss my ass. Either suspend my damn account or I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And because there's only 1 or 2 of us in the damn area I live in, there ain't no way in hell they're going to take my account down. I tell them all the time, go fuck yourself. In those very words, I tell their stupid fucking service department, you can't even understand these morons. They live in the Philippines or Japan or somewhere, and my name is Bill. And they can't even speak English. You know damn good and well their name ain't Bill. Or Jan. It's or Kanuka or some shit at best. The government, I know how evil they are. I'm not worried about them. It's you people. It's you people that are the problem. You people are the ones running these damn restaurants and stuff. I just went into a damn Buffalo Wild Wings. It was packed from wall to wall in there because of a football game. Wasn't nobody wearing a damn mask. But somebody's gonna cry because I picked their food up from a Wendy's, drove it to their house, set it on their front porch, took a picture of it, and walked away. You never even looked at me in the eye. You gonna bitch because I didn't have a mask on? Oh, you're gonna be one of the first ones that dies from all this shit. I ain't even gotta worry about you clowns. Hell, they're gonna tell you, hey, oh, you need a booster and you're gonna go down and take it. It's gonna make your eyes blow out. It's gonna make your tongue swell up and choke you to death, or make you fucking have all these damn blood clots throughout your body. like I said, I'll be stepping over your dumb asses. I'll be checking your pockets, see if you got anything worth keeping. But I'll be stepping over your dumb asses. It's all on you fucking clowns. Every damn one of you little pussies that are still wearing that mask and following that weasel motherfucker. Who the hell are the CDC and the WHO? Who cares? They are not a part of the government, people. You are all morons. Somebody needs to put you in a rear naked choke until you go to sleep, because you had never woken up in the first fucking place, you morons. You guys just keep being as stupid can be. And you keep following these clowns. They ain't nobody. Fauci, what? Because he's called a self-made scientist? Because he got a job from some company that claims he's a neuroscientist. Whatever. You guys are so fucking stupid. Titles are nothing. President Biden, he's a fucking clown. He ain't worth 50 cents a fucking hour. Look at him. What's wrong with you people? All you have to do is say no. We're not going along with that bullshit. My son, back when they first started this whole mask shit, the place he worked for, everybody that worked there got together that wasn't a manager. They all got together and they said, look, it's too fucking, we're not going to do this physical job with a fucking mask on. So they sent a guy in the door, and he looked at all of them and said, if you make us wear a mask, we're all going home. You guys are going to have to do what you need to do. And they said, wait a minute. Well, no, you guys don't have to wear a mask. What's the problem? We don't even understand why you're in here. They never had to wear a mask, no matter what. Out of his mind, DeWine ordered. I have never worn a mask, no matter what. Out of his mind, DeWine has ordered. I even in a courtroom refused it, and it was not possible for them to force one on me. Kiss my ass, every one of you that are still wearing that mask. You deserve every symptom you get. You know it can kill you, don't you, stupid fucks?